All right, update on the 68 Cortina. We decided we don't do 4 cylinders, as I said in the last video, and so it's getting a 289. Now, interesting thing about the Cortinas, look, no shock towers. Okay, they're kind of buried into the sides here of the fenders, so they're there. But guess where there's more width across a 68 81-pound Cortina, 32 inches, or a big 68 Torino, or for that matter, Mustang, Cougar, Cyclone, Montego, whatever else in that era. All right?
28 barely, 27 and a half.
28 barely separated. So there is actually more room in this Cortina width-wise for a V8 than there is in your typical Ford muscle car. What?
Means they're asking for it.
Yes. Now, lengthwise, it's more challenging. Okay, but there's a way to do this. So anyway, we have passed ownership of this vehicle on to a friend of ours named Tyler.
We made profit. We made $50 each. That's our profit.
Yeah. Unless you count gas.
Yeah.
But we're not going there. So anyway, but it's basically just good to see somebody who has a passion for it work on it. And what did Tyler say about this car?
This is his dream car.
Yeah.
After we picked it up, he's like, those guys picked up my dream car. We were just gonna.
So there we go.
Yeah.
He's been doing some body work on it, so it's getting fresh metal and that kind of thing, and some cutout here. And on the inside of this, you can see that there's good metal put in certain places. Really doing quite a good job, intentional work, and yeah. So yeah, we'll go from there. This has been straightened out a little bit better. There's more to go there. Yeah, so it's on the way. And for a power plant, something like this, Braden just picked up a 289 or a 302 on the stand there. This has been cleaned
Or
up.
a rollarized Windsor.
Or a rollarized Windsor or something.
Or a 390. Or
No. No. So something like this may be going in there. And just by eyeballing it, you can see that. Get that tape measure. What's it across there?
Across isn't bad. It's the
length.
Length that goes, yeah. So we're gonna try and go from like the exhaust manifold to exhaust manifold. So it's a 22.
Yeah,
Like
like.
10 inches.
Okay, now do the length. Let's do from the edge of here.
Oh, we're screwed then. Yeah. So, what there? So till like the actual bell housing, we're like 30.
Okay.
And we have like 28. I remember last time I measured it. Oh, you got 30 to like here. So then where's your rad gonna go? That's if you're touching the back of it.
Yeah.
So where's your rad gonna go? Where's all your accessory drive, all that stuff? Yeah.
So it fits. Yeah.
Yeah. You have a hammer big enough. Fits.
But anyway, so that's the plan. So anyway, that's an update on that one. And yeah. And then on this one here, you have your motor back.
Sure do. But why isn't it in the car?
Well, you just got it back, first of all, so that's why.
Yeah. And younger brother blew up his transmission, his C6 and his 67 Cyclone GT. And he had 200 kilometers on that transmission.
One day.
One day. Yeah, he's a little discouraged and I laughed at him. But it was, I had one out actually, but there was a 428 Ford clutch drum that we specially bought for his transmission so we can get more clutches in it, that shattered inside his transmission.
Yeah, broke the top right off of it.
Yeah. So I have that exact same part in my transmission.
Behind this thing.
And I just got my heads professionally ported and intake professionally ported. So I'm going to be making more horsepower than him. Well,
So you're
as a
getting...
brother should. So I just sent my transmission off while I was out of the car because when I think of working on this car, I think of how many times I got to pull that transmission and engine out.
Yes. How many times has it been so far?
I don't want to think about it. It's probably been closer to 8 times. That's awesome. You can go to wall shame here too.
Okay, so you're getting a new,
Getting a brand new
forged
one, yeah. Put in.
not forged, billet steel
Yeah.
drum put in, which is going to help us. Okay, so the wall of shame is just...
That's what it looks like when it's running, in case you always forget.
Proof it was at the track.
Proof it was at the track. Though Photoshop and AI are pretty good these days.
That's the original at the track. Okay, so we do see above the stereo here, we do see one that says Bad Rod 2023. Why is it a bad rod?
That one caused my rod bearing to fail. Oh yeah, there we are. You can see that it's just absolutely smoked on the inside. That's where the rod bearing spun. And it looks like a nice piece. I'm sure you could do something with it, but not in a car. And then the year before, I rebuilt the transmission myself, and it was all good, except this had physically welded itself in my last converter. And so I had to cut this here to get it out of my converter so I could ship my converter to TCS for them to rebuild it and put a new hub in. And they gave me a discount because I had 30 minutes of runtime on that combination for a brand new hub. Yeah.
So, we're finding the weaknesses.
Yeah, there are. It's the pocketbook. That's the weakness.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, that's an update on how things are going in Braden's shop. And we just dropped off a 390 that we determined was out of a 68 December 13th build for 69 vehicle. And because of the serial number on the back, it's out of a Mercury. And so if you happen to be looking for something that's early production, well, early to mid production, December off the line Mercury 390,
Or other Ford parts.
Or other Ford parts of whatever, just let us know in the comments, okay? We have a lot of stuff.